you're always worried about finances or financial crashes. And as I've said before, they generally rob you. Traditionally, the big banks, or those who control them, because you go, it's even wrong to call them banks. The top lenders at the top are really different. They lend to nations, and they traditionally have always plundered us at least twice a century. That's generally traditional, but sometimes 3 times in a century. And now they have more sophisticated ways of getting money off the general public through taxes and various, and then the cons of inflation and deflation, and what they like to call quantitative easing, where they simply ease the cash out of your wallet in big quantities. But they do it incrementally, so you're not supposed to notice so much. So we're controlled all the time through fear. I've always said this is an abusive system, and it truly is an abusive system. The technique is simple: keep the people terrified. It's like cattle in the field. As they're happily grazing, you see, they'll ignore any guy comes along and tells them to move to the next field. You have to get fear into them to get them all moving and stampede them. If you can really, if you want big changes to happen, you stampede them quickly, get the whole herd moving. And during that period, don't let them rest at all. Keep them frantically racing ahead with the eyes wide and the whole thing, their tongues hanging out, terrified. And you can really get a lot done to control them by changing the entire system. And letting them obey, you see, because they're terrified. And that's what we're talking about, the people, how to manage the public. And it's awful for them to have a long period of not too much happening, you see. So financial crashes, you're always living in fear. You can't win in this system if you're ordinary people. You really can't. It's not meant that you win anything, actually. Maybe a scratch and win, but you lose it again next time you buy tickets. It's all a setup and a big con. Because if you won, you don't be happy. Happiness is the last thing they want the public to have. You're supposed to always listen to experts, you see. And experts always terrify you of all the awful things that could happen when you're alive. And most folk now can't even think without experts, like Bertrand Russell says. We're training the public to be basically inadequate without the advice of experts on the basic things. And even like changing diapers on babies, now you need lessons on how to do it. People can't think for themselves. But that was, when they started the Weather Channel, they even got a book out on it ages ago from some of the guys who worked on it, and they were set up there to terrify the public. So a little bit of drizzle, it could be possible flooding coming your way. Everything became a crisis, utter nonsense. But that's how you do it. You terrify the public through the data. It's information, but information doesn't mean true or untrue. It's just data, you see. And very often it is untrue. This whole thing about fake news is as old as the hills. We've been getting our whole lives. And your parents before were getting their whole lives too. Fake news. And yet everything's fake, really. People actually vote for who's been selected by the top to be the front person that you're going to believe in. And they all belong to the same. It comes from foreign relations group. They're all selected regardless of the party they're at the top. They're all selected. But Carl Quigley talked about that, and he should certainly have known about it, since he was the official recorder of their histories. They have their own history archives for the CFR. And Quigley himself, Professor Quigley, was getting access to them.